Hello everyone, Wave here. So, Tectone just made a new video about MiHoYo and if it's truly going bankrupt. This is kind of a clickbaity title, I know, but yeah. We're gonna react to it, I'm gonna give my opinion about it, and in my opinion, MiHoYo will never truly die because the success of Genshin or Honkai was so insane or immense that they will still have a core fan base which will never drop out. Yep, let's react. Gonna pause in between, of course.
Pretty much a couple hours ago that I wanted to talk about and kind of weigh in on, because people were asking my opinion on like MiHoYo's like lifespan and is Genshin Impact in a good spot. Because I'm gonna be real, the reason why I like to wail so much on companies, and this isn't the case for Genshin Impact, because they've made so much fucking money. Like they've made so much fucking money that it doesn't really matter at this point anymore, right?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
You know, it's a $1 billion company that will soon be $1 trillion.
It's like the World of Warcraft. Right now it's a pretty bad game and many people have good, but it will still have a core fan base which will never drop out of that game. It's a thing about a game blowing up. It will still have a bit core fan base.
Company, because the game is so goddamn good, right? The game at this point is selling itself, because let's be real.
Yeah, and Genshin is great. The only problem with it is it has this drought phases way. So you start the game, you enjoy the living hell out of it, and then you're finished with it. You are 100% your entire map, you did everything, and yeah, what you're gonna do now is do the boring daily stuff. That's the only problem I have with Genshin right now. If they can resolve this endgame kind of feel, where you grind something, at least I don't care if it's damn shitty drop rate. Just give me good stuff. Decent stuff at least.
They don't. That's why for other games that I used to play back in the day, like Summoners War, Ulala, Arc Knights, Sinnoh Alice,
Arc Knights,
you know, the list goes on and on. I love dumping in a shit ton of money, because then I know that however much money a company is making directly correlates with how good a product they could make. And that difference is very important. That difference is so important, because there are companies that just get shit ton of monies, cash out, and they go. But Genshin Impact's been relevant for almost a year now. And once again, the average lifespan of a gacha is generally about 2 months. And I don't think anybody would disagree if I were to say,
yeah, new gacha comes out, a bunch of people do sponsors on them, and then the game dies.
The quality of content that we're getting now comparatively to what we were getting in the past is fucking night and day. And the reason why that is, and there's been tons of interviews with MiHoYo and about Genshin Impact where they say, well, we didn't expect anywhere near the amount of success that we were going to get from this game as we did. And I know that for a fact has to be true. There's no fucking way they could have expected this game to be a global hit when it's literally, I mean, it was being called a Breath of the Wild rip with more waifus than... I wouldn't disagree.
That's kind of true, to be honest.
It's a good fucking game, but there's a lot of very interesting, I guess, speculated results off of this image that, once again, I would not like to take as like canonical, like factual information. But they are cool to speculate if this were the truth, and it might be, it might not. But yeah, this does line up.
Yeah, they truly tried to rip off Breath of the Wild, because the Rune God, for example, had this one special attack which was exactly ripped out of Breath of the Wild, and they took that out because it was too similar. It was a laser attack, I think.
And I want to weigh in on why I think it does line up with factual information. So this is the image that I found. So,
yep, every time a character releases, it goes up. This is insane. Wait, what? Klee was so high up? And Venti? Hu Tao? I thought Hu Tao was Ganyu. I thought Ganyu would be insanely up high. Like, I didn't know that Klee would be that high. That's insane. I thought Ganyu Xiao maybe. Venti rerun is insanely high. Okay, interesting.
So this is the banner, and once again, Donuts Gaming on YouTube made this image, and I am using my camera to cover up.
Staffahoma release on that one, and the Wu Tao one on March. Yeah, that was a weird spot, because I thought the banner would run out before I got Wu Tao, and I also wanted the Staffahoma. I got lucky with both, and yeah.
His bio right now, but I'll hopefully have included a link to the description.
Damn, already a year.
because I appreciate people who like actually go out and do research. Assuming this is correct. Could be, could not be. Once again, take this shit with a grain of salt, okay? We're going to start from the beginning and we're going to go all the way to the end. So, 2nd September updates. This is supposedly up to date, okay? Venti's first banner remains the most profitable banner so far, but his rerun banner has shockingly high numbers on day 1 as well. Also, almost reaching Klee's spike in popularity on day 1. Okay, so this is pretty much information that you can read, but I kind of want to break.
And see the baal banner.
Okay?
Well, that was.
The game first came out, and Venti came out. And I'm pretty sure we all know how crazy Venti was. And the reason why Venti's spike was so much different from everybody else's is that as with every other spike that has ever happened in Genshin Impact, it goes straight up and then it plummets. Straight up, plummets, straight up, plummets, straight up, plummets. But the reason why Venti's is so different is because this was the first premier banner unit. And this is the reason why I kind of buy into the profit margin on this calculator, or this.
Yeah, I kind of got baited by the Venti banner, but at least I got Venti on it was my first legendary, I think. It was lucky.
Projected graph is because with Venti, the game came out, and then people were like, I ain't gonna spend no fucking game. I ain't gonna spend no money on this fucking game. Why the fuck would I spend that shit? Oh, wait, he's broken? Oh, okay. Oh, wait, he's going away? Okay, I'll spend again. Yeah. Wait, this is my last chance to get him ever. He's never coming back.
I was just lucky, and
then it falls
I hadn't spent a dime on at that time.
Klee. Okay, Klee comes out next. And Klee's a very interesting case because Klee, I'm sure we can all agree, was a she was a pretty good unit for where she was then. She cannot compare to Venti, but Klee has fallen off very hard. But I feel like Klee's sales directly are indicated because people realized how broken the first premier banner unit was. And they thought, okay, well, if the first premier unit was broken, then Klee must be even more broken. And they spent all of that shit. And then it fell off like crazy because they realized.
Oops. Oh, yeah, accidentally muted.
Oh, I said Klee ain't bad, you're bad, and you could make her work, but like to today's standards, she does not hold up. She doesn't. It's just a fact. She doesn't. If they were to do a Klee rerun banner, it would do terribly.
Yeah, what I thought that Ganyu and all these waifu characters, like these main ones like Ganyu, Huton and stuff, and Xiao, especially Xiao and Zhongli, I thought these were much more higher up. This insane. That Klee is this insane high up and Venti rerun. So people really look more at the stats, as you can see, more than the looks of a character or the good design.
And the reason why I know that is because there was a Klee rerun banner that we're going to talk about later. Now Tartaglia came out, and I have no idea why the fuck this is. I have no earthly idea why Tartaglia sales did so bad, because in my opinion, he's one of the best and easiest Unga Bunga units to use in the entire game. And I still feel like that's true at C0.
Haven't rolled for him.
The problem with Tartaglia, and
I wanted Albedo, but yeah. He's decent, I guess, Albedo.
I'm pretty sure I'm right.
Never used him after a month.
He didn't have a good artifact set. He didn't. I believe he did not have a good artifact set. I believe the Heart of Death came out later. Whenever Dragon's back. I might be correct, I might be incorrect. I'm not entirely sure. But Tartaglia got so much hate when he came out. And I remember that shit. I remember how much hate Tartaglia got because nobody wanted to fucking use him. Because at that point, everybody just wanted the big titty waifu and they didn't get that. Because people just wanted more hot girls and they knew Ganyu was coming out. And so they were saving for her because she had big boobies. Then next we had Zhongli. And the great age of Zhongli hatred and saying, oh, bro, he's
yeah, they all said it was bad. And he got buffed multiple times and he got more insane and insane. He was actually great from the beginning, but yeah.
Terrible. Oh,
people
God,
didn't care.
Terrible. Because all these fucking idiots didn't know how to build him. They were expecting Zhongli to be a main DPS. Because I don't know. I guess gotcha gamers aren't the smartest anyways. God forbid you.
He has a shield. How can you think he is a main DPS, or maybe look at his main stats or what they are inflicting with? Like, damn. Look at the stats.
Play a game category where you can spend money to get better. So nobody wanted to fucking use him because everybody was convinced that he was terrible. And then 2 days after his banner goes away, they're saying, oh yeah, by the way, we're gonna buff him and he's actually gonna become a god. So very interesting with what happened with the next rerun of Zhongli. After that, Albedo came out and people rolled on him, I guess because he looks like Edward Elric from Full Metal Alchemist. Albedo was an okay character.
Yeah.
Like, he's pretty good, but the problem is he's just Rockfish, right? He does Fish's job, but just Geo, and Geo is weak as fuck. And that was the whole problem with Zhongli and Albedo in the first place. Releasing 2 back-to-back Geo units when Geo wasn't even that good. But they did also announce the Geo buff, which is why I think Albedo sales did pretty fucking good, in my opinion.
Yeah, I wrote for Albedo.
And
definitely.
if I recall correctly, I believe the Albedo banner had Bennett on it. And it had really good 4 stars.
Oh yeah, MTech made a video about that you should roll for that. There's Bennett on it and stuff.
Sales actually did pretty good, so this also lines up. Ganyu came out. This is the part that is so
this is China only.
shocking.
I'm just noticing.
Because then Ganyu is definitively the best character in Genshin Impact.
That's true. I'm a hardcore Hu-Tao main, and I still think Ganyu is the strongest character in this game. Her ultimate is just a permanent barrage of ice damage, and imagine the melt box, imagine the vape, not the vape, the freeze, and this is insane.
What I think happened is because the Zhongli release was so controversial, and then the Albedo release was so controversial, but Geo was getting a buff. I think the consumers started to trust MiHoYo a little bit less. And that's why when finally a broken, good, and hot character came out, they still didn't want to.
Bro, Zhongli was so.
And there was so much controversy on Ganyu because when she was announced, her kit was described as a support because she has the dash to avoid, she had the taunt to use, the AoE ult in order to help other characters with elemental infusion, and people thought that she would just be another Amber. And so people were confused. The trust in MiHoYo.
She another Amber. I literally watched them when, I don't know, was MTech? Was it Tectone who did the C0 to C6 style of Ganyu and tested that out? I think it was MTech. And I just saw how broken that character was. But I was obliged to say for Hu-Tao, that was my duty.
Low.
Yeah.
And
only say for your favorite character, of course.
But the problem is that people don't look into those ratios that much because you can't see the ratios for when you're looking at a character. They only showed what they did. They never showed the ratios. So Ganyu went like sleeper OP for a super long time. Now Zhao came out, and also once again, when Ganyu's rerun banner comes out, it will most likely break all records.
Yep.
Of Genshin sales.
That's
I'm predicting that right now. Ganyu's second release will break records because.
But I still won't roll for her, just because I just don't like the design that much.
Not only is she broken at C0, and MiHoYo, if you're
personal
watching
thing,
this, if you are not planning a Ganyu rerun, you are legit stupid. Okay? Because that is going to make you so much fucking money, and all you gotta do is re-release the same content that you already fucking released. Okay? Same thing with Hu-Tao. If you're not doing a Hu-Tao and Ganyu re-release, you're just fucking dumb.
I'm gonna roll for that Hu-Tao. You need that C1 so
Ganyu
bad.
Is so much better at higher constellations. Her C6 is fucking crazy.
Ooh.
And then there's Zhao. Now Zhao was very popular because people.
I hope that I get Kujusara right now. I'm gonna roll for the Baal banner. Afterward, I'm gonna save up till the next really, really great thing comes out. Or Hu-Tao.
Like Sasuke from Naruto, and he's an edgy fucking scene lord. And then they realized, oh, okay, well, Ganyu was fucking broken. I don't want to miss out on the next fucking broken unit, and that's why Zhao did good because he looks good and he was fucking broken.
Yeah.
Pretty sure that's just fucking. That's not rocket science. Then MiHoYo decided to show their no, trust me, we're really fucking stupid card. And they released Kaching as a rerun banner, something I believe nobody fucking asked for. Because I'm not sure if you realize this, but did you know
that
there's already a Kaching banner, and it's called You're Gonna Lose the 50-50 anyways, and you're gonna get it regardless? Why the fuck would you want to use your winning the pity to get a character that you're going to get regardless when you lose the 50-50 anyways?
Yeah, that's so true.
That banner did.
I lost that 50-50 on Did I roll for clear? I got Coaching after Venti. It must have been clear.
Not sell at all, and nobody is shocked by that. And then Staffahoma came out.
Oh, Staffahoma with Futa.
Staffahoma, I did pretty good. And I believe that was one of the most profitable weapon banners ever. Because everybody knew Staffahoma, that's Zhongli's best in slot. That shit slaps. And not to mention, this spike right here, they might as well put a photo of my face right there, because that's me, bro. That's me. Just put
I got Staffahoma on the first try directly.
Face right there.
So lucky. And he spent so much money.
23 times before Weapon Pity was put into the game. And people to this day still thank me and consider me the sole proprietor and the
Staff of Homeless
for why Genshin Impact put the weapon banner system pity in the game. And to be honest, I will take that credit with a tear in my eye, but a smile on my face. I agree, you're welcome. I made the Genshin game even better, and also you're welcome for the last event. You are welcome. They call me the product of change because I am the voice of the voiceless.
Yeah.
And I'm here to make Genshin Impact a better fucking game. For free-to-plays in Wales, like, let's get it, let's fucking go. All right? Hu Tao came out and she spiked because she's cute and fucking good. And then here's the Venti rerun. And this is the part where MiHoYo
Venti rerun. It's insane.
We take the characters that people didn't realize were OP, and we just release them, and we get double the sales. Imagine that. Imagine that. Imagine
That's
that.
Insane.
Just release what was already good, and you get.
So you need to also think about that, because Genshin at the beginning was much more popular. I got a bit much more lower through the months because the insanity of a popularity at the beginning was too high. So obviously it's naturally gonna go down, and this is why Klee is so insanely high, I think. But in the drought phase, before Inazuma and stuff, before the Archipelago, before this golden Archipelago, I think, yeah. The next map, of course, we got these high sales for Venti. That's
free
impressive.
Free money. You don't got to do shit. Tartaglia was re-released, and nobody rolled on it because people are fucking idiots, and I hate all of you who don't respect my boy. Zhongli was re-released, and
Sorry.
I am shocked here because Zhongli sales, in my opinion, should have been.
So this is where I rolled for that Zhongli banner, but didn't roll for Eula. I had a 1 month pause for Genshin because I was kind of burnt out. You must imagine, since the Venti banner till Zhongli, I was playing Genshin Impact every day to the maximum. I was getting the minerals, every mineral, all the crystal flies, everything. I farmed so much. Man, that was insane. I had like 1,200 Cislilias. I don't know why, but I farmed that route all over again every day.
Outrageously low.
Every second day, respawn.
Delve my little hat in there. So pretty much Genshin Impact works like this. When we can expect good things in the future, that's when sales will be higher. When we stagnate and we have to wait in like this no man's land for when we don't know what's coming next, the sales will always be lower. Like right now, we're going to be going into a less hype, drier period. Analytics are going to be lower all across the board for Twitch streams and YouTube alike. Maybe not my Twitch. My Twitch is doing fucking crazy right now. If you want to go follow that, it's in the link in the description and in my fucking pinned comment. But yeah, MiHoYo got to this point where we had like a projected map for 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, and then they just decided to stop doing the projected map of Genshin Impact, which in my opinion was one of the worst decisions they have ever made as a company, because that was just straight confirmation of we are going somewhere. I mean, who knows? Maybe it's because they see Eula as a left-click physical damage character, but that shit was a joke. Then they decided to re-release Clay.
Yeah.
Which was really fucking dumb. The banner, I guess the rerun did okay. It did okay. Maybe they thought it would do better because the first sales did so good, but like, Klee is just so fucking dated. They should have announced a buff and a rework for Klee before re-releasing her, because I don't think anybody wanted her.
Why is Kazuha so low?
The Kazuha banner was fucking terrible. Okay? Literally. It's probably because we wanted more waifus. To be honest, I cannot explain why Kazuha banner did so bad, because in my opinion, he's...
No, because people saved up for Inazuma and they wanted Ayaka, Baal. Not necessarily Yomiya, but definitely Ayaka.
My favorite character. He's so fucking good. He's amazing at C0. He's amazing at C6. And I honestly believe that if they do a rerun of the Kazuha banner, the sales are going to be enormous. Because the shit this unit can do is fucking nuts.
Basically like Venti.
Ayaka got pulled on because people thought she was going to be God's gift to gaming, and then she turned out being just okay. And it is what it is. That's all right. Yoimiya was released, and, you know, the world fucking hates her. Unfucking lucky.
Yep.
I mean, the meta whores at that point were shitting on this fucking character, and she got punished.
Raiden. What the?
Part that I wanted to talk about right here. Raiden's banner sales completely clapping everything fucking else. This is what happens when you release a character that has been foreshadowed for so long, a character that is so universally loved, and a banner with all good 4-star units.
Yep.
The sales spike for Raiden is ridiculous. And that right there is the reason why I know Genshin Impact is going to stay relevant for a very long time, because this is a game that is not running out of funds anytime soon. The game gets better the longer it goes. It was the same way with Final Fantasy XIV.
No, it's not the same way with Final Fantasy XIV. It had a horrible start. But yeah, Yoshi P dealt with it and repaired the game, I guess. You can say it got a massive rework. Cinematic was made because they completely destroyed the old concept of a game and made it new. This is not the same case with Genshin. It had a really insane, lucky and good start, and crumbled a bit down, but now it's gonna go up with the new maps, with a new region. Now it's gonna go up again. And that's obvious. If you have content, people will play it. If not, then people won't. That's easy.
Nobody wanted to play that shit when A Realm Reborn came out because it was dog shit. And Final Fantasy XIV couldn't have predicted the amount of success that they had. Okay? And now that Endwalker is about to come out and the current expansion is so fucking good, the game is getting better and better.
Yeah, I don't personally play Final Fantasy 14, but I know much about it and watch so much Asmongold videos. It's insane right now.
Better and better. I'm telling y'all right now, we are still in the infancy of Genshin Impact.
Yeah, it's just the beginning.
This game is getting better and better and better with age. And when MiHoYo decides to finally pull their head out of their ass and stop plague-gating people with resin.
Yeah, this basically wraps it up. So build a new system in where resin is something different, or another daily resource, maybe a weekly resource, maybe something you can farm for like all the time, maybe so many things you can do only every second day, that you have so much to do that you can play this game all the time. This is the peak Genshin needs to reach, and I think that wraps it up. I put the link in the description from Tiki's vid, and yeah, thanks for watching. This was just my reaction, my opinion about it, and see you next time. Wafer out.